So now, like, I guess my part, for me, my mom growing up always like was bi, I guess. She would mess with anyone and everyone. Sorry, Mom.
We love you, Mom.
She watches these videos.
She's a true fan.
Yeah.
True subscriber.
So I always knew like it was okay. Like she was very accepting and she taught us growing up like accept everybody. But still, for some reason, I was like, I don't want to tell my mom. I don't know why, I just felt so awkward. Also because I tried like so hard to like be straight, but it was not working for me. And honestly, I feel like it was kind of obvious. Like I literally had like posters of like girls up in my room. I was obsessed with Julianne Hough. Like she's an actress.
I mean,
so
who's not though?
I know, right? Like I had a picture of her like cut out of a magazine and put in my room. Who does that? Gay as hell. But like, okay, so when I was in 6th grade, I actually had a girlfriend and came out to my mom. I remember sitting down with her and telling her like, hey, I have a girlfriend. She was like, dope, whatever. And I dated that girl for like almost a year, like a while. And my mom was always chill about it. But after that, I got bullied about it. So I became like straight. And I would just mess with guys, which I would barely do that because I was not always the biggest fan. Andrew can like totally back me up on that. Yeah, because he would be like, oh, who's that? And I'm like, my boyfriend of a month. I don't really like him. And he'd be like, what the fuck? So basically, we were riding in the car with my mom. And this was like after I like had this huge breakup of like 3 years, and I struggled so much with like trying to figure out if I was gay or like bi, because I didn't want to come out as one thing, not be sure. Like I wanted to be completely sure before sharing it with anyone. So I like was trying to make sure that I was like a lesbian or bi or whatever. And so I remember we were riding into the mall with my mom, and it was me and my friend Brandy in the back seat, and then my mom and my sister Gabby in the front seat. And we were talking about something. Oh, my mom was asking Brandy about her sexuality. And I remember saying, yeah, that's why I think I'm a lesbian. And I had already come out to my sister, like one drunken night. So she, fucking Gabby, goes, oh my God, are we doing this right now? Are we doing this? And I was gonna play it off as a joke. Like I literally said that because I was like, I can just say that was a joke, whatever. Like trying to get comfortable with it. And my mom's like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, that's why I think I could totally be a lesbian, because I'm just not attracted to guys at all. And my mom was like, wait, are you being serious? And I was like, yes. And my mom started crying while driving. And she was like, oh my God, like how did I...
like excitement.
Yeah, she's like, how did I not know this? And she's like, can I tell Noelle, her girlfriend at the time? And I was like, well, still. And I was like, yes. And she was like asking me questions, and I was just telling her like, yeah, I just don't like guys. Like I've tried, but I just can't. And even when I was dating like my ex of 3 years, I would like want to go talk to girls and stuff. He would let me. I wasn't cheating. But like yeah, coming out to my mom was pretty easy. Then when we started dating, I was like, okay, well, I don't feel obligated to like individually call every single one of my family members. So I just posted on Facebook, like in a relationship with Brittany Jones, and my family did not take that well at all.
Really? Well, they're in Pyron. They're so sweet.
Well, yeah, because they're accepting. Like,
yeah.
My grandparents have always been accepting of us, my Nana and Pyron. And they've been like, they've backed us. I mean, that's where we got married, is at their house. I was
they helped us like.
My grandma who raised me is a missionary in Haiti, and she's a Christian. She's definitely one of those like spiteful, judgmental ones. I mean, I was dating a black guy, and she was like, no, that's not okay. You shouldn't mix races. Your mixed kids.
Is she?
Yes. That's why I was like, I think she was in love with this guy named Peter who's black. And I think that she's just heartbroken from that, so she hates black people now. But she was like, mixed kids come out deformed. And I'm like, mixed kids are some of the most beautiful kids in the world. Look at my life. Like, I'm confused.
Okay, she's crazy.
Yeah, and so I was just like, it was like years of her just constantly telling me my friends were terrible, even though they're not. Like Andrew, like he's a bad person. Andrew, like my little nerd.
Teddy bear.
And then just telling me like I had a bunch of black friends, like that was not okay, like just crazy stuff all the time, to where I just started getting fed up with it. And so whenever she stopped accepting my mom, like she told my mom that being gay is the same as being a pedophile, I cut her out of my life. So by the time I came out, her and I didn't even have a relationship anymore, because I knew I was gay. So I was like, if this is how you're treating my mom, your daughter, like you're not gonna accept me or treat me very well. But after I came out on Facebook,
Don't try to split us.
yeah, I have this aunt, we'll call her Aunt Smelly. Aunt Smelly, she is not even in our family by blood. She's married in, but for some reason, she thought this was a personal attack on her. Those are her words. She literally told me, I feel like...
phone call?
Yeah, she called me for like an hour crying, and I listened to the whole thing. And she was like, I feel like this is a personal attack on me. She's like, I can't believe you didn't call me and tell me. You posted it on Facebook. She's like, I was already having a hard time dealing with the fact that you went to a Pride Festival, let alone now that you're gay. And I'm just like, what? Even though low-key she's gay as hell, because she literally said, you don't think sometimes I fantasize about doing stuff with girls, but I know it's wrong? I'm like, what? So she was just like, she lost her mind. She sent me paragraphs on paragraphs the day before we got
I
married.
don't understand why they're like tripping that hard.
Why do they care so much? Like,
They say it's like because they love you, but I'm like, okay. Like my family, they love me. They
okay,
tripped and then they're like, oh dang, we're really just tripping for what? Like this is
yes.
her.
So this is one of the most important things I want to touch on is like, okay, her family, Christians, they have a hard time accepting it, but they're still loving towards us. Like going to Illinois was such a good experience.
They
because
don't treat you like scum.
they were so loving towards us. They literally
Right,
treat me like I'm family.
Yeah.
Like they're just so kind to
My
us.
family does love me too.
Yeah.
Your grandpa and
They just like
your mom and Nono.
yeah. They're just her family is like they're Christian. They might have a hard time accepting it, but they're nothing but loving. I mean, like your grandma. I mean, she's like your mom and grandma have done a lot for us this far. Like good people, right? And then there's my family who claims they're Christians, but they're so hateful towards everybody. They love judging people. Like they just turn their noses up at people constantly.
It's people like that though.
Yes, that make a bad name for Christians.
Well, we should be praying for.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Right.
So I'm like, I can totally understand her family. It's just against their beliefs, but they're still loving and kind towards us. But my family was like, oh, it's against my beliefs. Now I'm going to make you feel terrible. Like my family told me I'm in the pig's pen, that I'm like disgracing marriage. I'm disgracing God. I'm disgracing myself. Like they literally sent me paragraphs on paragraphs on paragraphs of crazy stuff. Just like crapping on me and her and our relationship, and then I'm like being a terrible Christian and all this stuff the day before we got married.
Which
Like
being a spouse and like the day like before us getting married, I know that I was freaking out in my head, and I'm just like I just wanted her to ignore it all, but like I understand like that's not something that you just ignore when it's like your family coming at you with all that.
I had 4 people: my cousin, my grandma, and 2 aunts coming at me like crazy. Like I could literally show you like the long lines of just messages and messages.
From my perspective, it's really not a good feeling for just me. So like in my head, I was sitting there thinking like, I wonder how this feels for her. Like I don't know what she's going through because I barely had a taste of it, you know?
And it sucked because it was literally the night before we got married. She was already asleep, and I started getting these messages at like 10:30 at night. Just like blowing my phone up, and I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? And what really upset me was them telling me like, oh, I know you're gonna have like a huge testimony soon. They were telling me like, oh, you're not gonna be gay anymore, God's gonna save you from that, and then you're gonna have this amazing story to tell. And I'm like, seriously? Like, wouldn't you just want the best for me in like my life and my marriage? Like, I don't know, it was just terrible. So that was like obviously frustrating and something that was like hard to deal with.
My mom, like, she doesn't condone us, I guess you could say. But like sometimes, I don't know how to explain it. She doesn't. I know for a fact she doesn't. But it just feels like
see, I don't feel that way.
It feels like she does because like she's
She says she loves us.
She's
she
rooting
sends
for us to
stuff.
make it in our marriage, unlike them, where it's like,
yeah,
literally telling you to leave me.
Yeah.
Like, run away from
Yes,
me.
my cousin told me, like, I should run. And, like, she was like, you can come stay with me for a year even. I'll feed you. Like, it doesn't matter.
I'm endangering her or something. Like, I'm holding her hostage, making her marry me.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It was intense. So, like, obviously...
Everyone's story's different.
Yeah, and, like, people have crazy things. But I remember just what helped me was being so madly in love with this stupid human that, like, I didn't care. I literally didn't care, and I was like, I don't care if I lose everyone in my family. If I lose you guys because I love somebody,
At the end of the day,
I have my family right here.
It just comes down to me and you.
Exactly, like, I'm marrying her because I want her for the rest of my life. Like, when you marry somebody, they're your number one, ride or die, like, over everything.
I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of our marriage, I didn't look at it that way. But at this point in our marriage, I definitely look at it that way.
Yeah.
Like, I choose you or anyone in my family.
Yeah. So I was just like, I literally don't care. Like, I'm marrying her for a reason. I literally don't care if I lose everybody. I'll have her. And if I'm losing people because I'm gay, they're not people who need to be in my life anyway. Like, if people are shitting on you, if people are making you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, I know that's
not people who care about you. Somebody who loves you, they're going to be there no matter what, even if they don't always accept what you're doing.
Exactly.
And there's a healthy way to tell somebody, hey, I don't really accept what you're doing.
Right.
But
my
I'm
family,
here.
My family had to learn that.
Yeah, my family did not. They don't care.
My family, they did come at it wrong at first, but at the end of the day, they learned quickly.
They're good people now, yeah.
But, you know, we have your mom. Your siblings.
I mean, that's literally 4 people in, like,
Kyron.
my immediate family. Like,
yeah.
There's so many other people.
And all her family.
Right, like, I have other aunts and uncles that are really accepting of us. Like, my Aunt Tabby and Uncle Seth and stuff.
Me
like,
too. Love them.
They're super accepting of us. My grandparents are super loving towards us.
Yeah, too.
I mean, she spends time along with my grandpa. Like, I don't know. I like where we're at. And honestly, the best part is like those people who freaked out are people I spoke to once a year. Like, there are people who aren't even really in my life at all.
So, like, that was, like, another reason I was just like, are you even that close with them for them to be, like, tripping like this?
Exactly. I don't even speak to these people. These people literally, since I was a kid, have made me feel so bad about myself.
Is, like, I don't even know. They're saying all these things, and it seems like they go day to day. Well, maybe not anymore, but at least for a while. Like, because your aunt was like, you took me off Facebook, blah, blah, or you won't add me, or something like that. And your Uncle Gabe was like, you took me off Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you guys are steady sitting here, like, creeping and being bothered by things, and we're just going about our lives.
Yeah.
Like,
we were unbothered. Because when they started doing that, I literally instantly blocked them. Like,
which is, I think, was the right thing to do, because they're just nonstop.
Like, they were harassing me the night before my wedding, so I blocked them on everything. Crazy. And then they were freaking out because I blocked them. They're still blocked. And it's like almost a year later. Because I'm not going to have people like that in my life. And if they ever want to apologize and be better, then sure. I'll be fine with that. Yeah. Like, I can forgive. I already have forgiven, but I'm just like, I don't want anyone in our lives who don't love us and fully accept us. Like, I even tried to give them a chance after that because my grandma had a birthday party at our house.
Yeah, they all came over and stuff.
Britt and I were there, even though we did not want to be, and one of my aunts, we'll call her Aunt Hypocrite, she literally was, like, making giving Britt, like, dirty looks. I don't know if you know that, but my mom and I were like,
I didn't know it.
Yeah, she she walked by you and she was like, and I was like, I will murder you. I will literally murder you.
I was unbothered. I was just going about my day.
They would hug like everyone but us. I don't know. Ooh, I just want to kill them. I'm sorry.
No, we don't think like that.
No, not because of me, even just because I'm protective over you. Like, don't come at my wife sideways.
Because when they were upsetting you, that's why I was like, can you just block them? Because, like, I want to be done with this. Like, because I can't do anything and I know you're hurting from it. Like, it hurts. Yeah. Even if you don't really care about the person. If a person from the street comes up to you and says, oh my God, you're so ugly. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Like, And that's
Yeah,
what
because
that
these are
is.
people, like, the only one
that
that
are
it
supposed
really...
to care about you no matter what.
The only one that it
Your
really
family,
hurt
your
with
blood.
was, like, my cousin and my grandma, because those people I was close with. My 2 aunts, honestly, was never close with them because they were always, like, they made me feel so bad about myself. For no reason either. Like, no shade, no tea, but, like, I guess just because my mom was kind of crazy, they just thought, like, oh, that reflects on her kids. Like, her kids are going to be psycho like her. No offense, Mom.
Yeah.
But, like, that's not the case at all. And I don't know, they were just always, like, making us feel bad growing up. Like, even my sister and stuff. We were the bad kids.
Don't take nobody's crap. Moral of the story.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Just be yourself. Ooh, the number one thing
I wish I would have been myself in high school. I wish I would have
Me
took the
too.
chance and chopped off my hair. I wish I would have done what I wanted.
Honestly,
back
I
on
wouldn't
that.
have been such, like, an awkward, shy kid in high school if I was myself. If everyone knew I was gay, I would
It's
have been
easier.
more social.
It's easier said than done, but
Chew.
bless you.
Thank you.
It's definitely easier said than done.
Yeah. But
you
I
just
remember
gotta-
in high
you
school,
just gotta do it.
when you're in high
Motto
school,
et face.
you think... When you're
It's Latin for just do it.
when you're in high school, you think it's so deep, and then looking back, you're like,
It's not.
it's really not that deep.
So
Like, if people are like, "Haley, are you gay?" I should have just been like,
even
"Yup,
now though, I'm like, cause I look at things, I'm like, everything is temporary.
yup."
Me being in the army,
I
it's
tell my sister that.
temporary. The people I meet in the army, most likely temporary.
Yeah.
Like, people I'm surrounded by, I don't care if I make myself look like a goofy goober.
Yeah.
Like, you're temporary, and also, I'm gonna be me. I don't care what you
Yup.
think.
If you're at a shitty job, temporary.
I really
You're around
wish I
shitty
would've
people,
known
temporary. Like, it's all just temporary. So just live through it, get through it, and
And shucks, like, she's not temporary. She's my wife. I'm stuck with her. But, she's my wife, so she loves me no matter what.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do whatever.
I mean, that's
And
why
she
we're
loves
married.
me.
Yeah.
She can do whatever. She can fart 10 times in a row. I still love her.
You still love me, but then you call me nasty.
Even though she's sleeping and the fart scares her awake.
How are you gonna expose me on YouTube?
Tea time.
I hate you so much.
You exposed your family a lot, so I had to expose you back. I barely exposed mine a little bit. I mean,
I'll
they didn't really
expose
do
mine
that
all
crazy
day.
stuff.
If you want to act crazy, you're gonna end up on YouTube.
You're getting exposed.
You're getting
You
exposed.
better hope this don't go viral.
So just know that if you act up with the Jonesies,
We will
you gonna get
expose
exposed.
Exposed.
Yeah, but basically just be yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody has to live with the consequences of your actions except for you. So, like, if you want to go out and do something, do it. Because
If
the person
someone
telling
loves
you
you-
no, do they have to deal with it? No.
If someone loves you, I've seen so many coming out stories where, like, the person thinks that their parents gonna be like, what the shit? But, like,
And they're chill.
they just embrace them with a warm hug, and it's
Yeah.
like... Or they're just
I
like,
had a lot of
"I know
experiences
you-
like that, too.
I know you've been gay.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, such a relief. Like, you will take so much weight off your shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
It will be a big
Even
relief,
if people
I'm telling
don't
you.
accept you, coming out
It's
still
still a relief for
makes you, like, literally, I feel like I've turned into, like, such a happier person, like, just more carefree, living life, since I can be myself. Because hiding that's, like, a secret that you're constantly trying to hide. You're constantly scared, like, oh, if I'm too touchy with this girl, she's gonna think I'm gay. If I'm staring at that girl too long, she's gonna think I'm gay. Like, literally, you're constantly on edge.
That was me in high school.
That was me.
Like, when I'd have friends over at the house,
I'd be like, I'm so sorry, I'm not looking, I swear.
they worry about my grandma, like, oh my god.
Dude, you crack me up. But yeah, so basically, be yourself. Trust us. It literally feels so good to be gay.
I kind of want them to tell us, like, well, I don't know. I guess it's kind of hard to do in the comments.
No, yeah, in the
I want them
comments.
to, like, kind of tell us, like, hey, you're short, like, or long.
Yeah, you guys
I
can
don't
tell
care.
us, like, what it was like for your coming out
Coming out,
experience. And if you guys ever need to talk or anything like that, feel free to message us. I mean, all of our, like, Instagram and stuff is linked below, so you can just DM either one of us. If you want some
Oh, yeah.
advice, talk to us, whatever.
We forgot to say, you know,
What?
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Leave a like.
Leave a like.
Maybe a comment.
Maybe a comment.
You know that little bell thingy?
The
I
bell.
would really click that.
Ding. To be notified.
When we post.
Yeah. But just subscribe.
I love us,
You do?
you know?
I love us.
We finish each other's
Sentences.
sandwiches.
Dang it. I knew you were gonna say sandwiches from Frozen. I should have said sandwiches.
Ew.
We finish each other's.
Sandwiches.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say.
Jinx.
I forgot.
Jinx again.
Jinx again.
Anything else you want to tell them? Or can I wrap this on up?
Let's wrap it up. Something that we don't have to do.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Awkward. Anyways. Well, guys, it's been real. I missed you guys, actually. So I'm going to have to do this more.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. We broke our filming device. I broke my filming device. So, yeah. It's back up and running. Shout out to Jacob, who I work with.
Boom, boom, boom. You better be subscribed, Jacob.
So, you guys, make sure to subscribe because we're going to start posting again weekly.
Weekly.
We're going to start posting again, so we're so sorry about that. We just had some technical difficulties.
Yeah. Get a few drinks in the system, you know. It happens.
Hey, I was having a hard time.
Anyways, alright. Well, thanks, guys, for watching.
We love you guys.
I don't want to let you go, but...
I know, right?
I really don't want to let you go.
Next week, we're going to film me doing her spooky makeup for Halloween. Basically, I'm going to follow someone's tutorial of them doing, like, some, like, cool-ass makeup. Like, I'm going to make her look like Frankenstein or something. And I'm not good at makeup, and we don't have nice makeup. So, it'll be funny. Whatever.
Why me? Always me. It's fine.
You can do me, too.
I'll get her back. I always do.
Always
Anyways, until next time. Thanks for barely making it with the Jonesies. Have a nice one. It's still on.